Hi, welcome to week 6 of your Introduction to Computer Concepts course. This week you're going to be doing a couple of things. The first thing you're going to be doing is the reading in your book on output devices. So you're going to be looking at things like the different types of monitors, the different types of printers, speakers, headphones, and that type of thing. However, your assignment is going to be around last week's reading, which was input devices. One of the input devices that we looked at on page or on concept 13 in your textbook was the ergonomic keyboard. And keeping that in our back of our mind, your assignment this week is going to be to use this particular tool that was developed by OSHA to evaluate your computer workstation. So it's a lot of different things that it's going to look at, but it's kind of starting with the whole idea of that ergonomic keyboard is kind of the jumping off point for this week's assignment. So I've pulled up the checklist that you're going to be downloading from the OSHA site. So make sure that you download the entire checklist, that you go through and complete the entire checklist, and that's what you submit for this week's assignment. So some of the things that you're going to be looking at on this checklist is just to kind of evaluate your own personal office space. I know actually when I kind of went through this a little bit on my own, not only do I work from home to teach this course, but I also work from home for my other job as well. And so I'm in my office quite a bit. I'm at my desk quite often, and I don't do a whole lot outside of this office. So when I went through and looked at this, I thought, there's definitely some room for improvement, even in my own office at my computer workstation. So one of the first things that you're going to want to look at is the posture. So it's not just the computer itself. It's how does the way you have your computer set up help with your own posture. I know I actually had to go to the chiropractor a while back because I was having such pain in my neck and my upper shoulder area because of the way I had my desk set up. I use 2 screens for my other job, and I've got a lot of stuff going on, and I gotta go back and forth between. And so just looking at our own posture is really key to making sure that we have everything set up. So that's the first part of this tool. Then you're going to be looking at the monitor itself. So how is the monitor, set up for you? For example, again, with me, I have bifocals. When I'm wearing my glasses, it's totally different than when I'm wearing my contacts, because my contacts don't have that same, idea of having upper far away and the bottom half being close. Contacts are different when you have bifocal glasses. So that was important. Glare is always important. Being able to see the screen without having to tilt your head some weird area. And so then the next section is all about how you sit. I desperately have decided I desperately need a new chair because I don't have very good posture because of my chair. All the other accessories that go along with it. So everything from, your telephone, maybe what you've got your paperwork sitting on that you use if you're typing off of something, mouse pads, all of those kinds of things fall into that category. And then, of course, your keyboard and input devices, which are things like your mouse. You want to make sure that you're not just, you don't have your arm at a strange angle where your wrist is going to be cocked. That's a perfect, recipe for ending up with carpal tunnel. So those are all different things that you're going to be looking at as you go through this particular checklist. So once you have this checklist completed, you're going to turn that in as part of your assignment for this week. But again, still make sure that you read through the reading and the chapter for this week, because that will also be included on this week's quiz. So as you're going through any of this, if you have any problems or questions with any of the material, please make sure that you reach out to me. And if you have fallen behind, don't forget that you can still turn in any of your missing work. The only thing that I don't take late is discussion posts. Everything else can be turned in past the due date. And I hope you all have an awesome week.